Ladies and gentlemen, today, we embark on a journey to explore a profound and often bewildering mystery that touches the very heart of human experience. It is a question that many of us have grappled with, even if silently. Why does the universe sometimes send us someone we cannot be with? Why do we find ourselves drawn to someone who, for reasons beyond our control, we cannot fully connect with in the way we desire? The great Carl Jung, a towering figure in psychology, once suggested that these experiences carry immense spiritual and psychological significance, and while these moments might seem painful, confusing, or even tragic, they are often the most meaningful experiences of our lives. As we navigate through life encountering relationships that seem fated yet unfulfilled, we must look deeper into the workings of our psyche. These connections have the power to teach us things that transcend the immediate and temporary pain they bring. To understand why the universe places these people in our lives, we need to open our minds and hearts to the wisdom of Carl Jung, one of the most insightful thinkers of our time. Jung was not merely concerned with our outward behaviors and how we relate to others in the physical world. He was deeply interested in the invisible, internal workings of the psyche, what he referred to as the unconscious. The unconscious mind, he believed, holds within it many aspects of ourselves that we are either unaware of or unable to fully confront. Through his work, Jung gave us a new lens with which to understand the complex emotional experiences that define our existence, especially when it comes to relationships. These connections, though fleeting, can help us understand why the universe sometimes sends us someone we cannot be with. As we delve into this question, we will uncover a deeper truth. These relationships shape us in ways we may not initially grasp, but they are an essential part of our individual journeys towards self-understanding and wholeness. Let us take a closer look at why this is so. When we experience a connection with someone who we cannot be with, Jung would likely encourage us to ask ourselves, what is this person mirroring to us? Jung often spoke of the shadow as an essential aspect of the unconscious mind. The shadow consists of parts of ourselves that we deny, suppress, or fail to fully recognize. These hidden parts are often the very aspects of our personality or psyche that we avoid facing because they are uncomfortable, painful, or even frightening. The shadow represents everything we try to keep buried from our conscious awareness, our unhealed wounds, unacknowledged desires, and repressed emotions. When the universe brings someone into your life who you cannot fully be with, they serve as a mirror, reflecting aspects of your unconscious mind that you have yet to confront or integrate. These encounters stir deep emotions that challenge us, sometimes in ways that feel uncomfortable or even painful. The feelings of longing, desire, and connection we experience in such relationships are not accidents. They are invitations to explore deeper aspects of our soul. This is a critical point in Jungian psychology. The people we meet are not merely about them. They are about us. The people who come into our lives, particularly those we cannot be with, often reflect what we need to learn, heal, or accept within ourselves. Perhaps we are drawn to them because they remind us of something we have lost or something we wish we had. Maybe they evoke feelings we have suppressed or feelings we have never allowed ourselves to explore fully. But, as Jung might say, these reflections are gifts, albeit painful gifts, meant to lead us toward greater self-awareness and integration. If we allow ourselves to see beyond the surface of these relationships, we begin to understand that they are not just about love, longing, or disappointment. They are about transformation. In addition to the mirror of the unconscious, Jung's concept of synchronicity offers an essential framework for understanding why we encounter people we cannot be with. Synchronicity is the idea that events in the universe are meaningfully connected, even when they appear to be random or coincidental. In a Jungian sense, these events are not isolated, they are part of a larger web of interconnectedness that transcends the material world. Everything that happens, even the painful experiences of unrequited love, is meaningful. There is no such thing as a chance encounter or an accident, according to Jung. When the universe brings us someone we cannot be with, it may seem, on the surface, to be cruel or frustrating. Why would the universe tease us with such a connection if it is not meant to be? Why stir such deep emotions only to pull us apart? But Jung would encourage us to look at these moments through the lens of synchronicity. The timing of such encounters is never arbitrary. They are part of the divine timing of our journey. Even though the relationship may not be destined to last in the traditional sense, it plays a critical role in our development. Its purpose is not to lead to happily ever after, but to help us grow, evolve, and understand deeper truths about our existence. Jung believed that everything in the universe operates according to a deeper, underlying order. The people we encounter are not randomly placed in our path, nor are they solely the result of our own desires. These people, as difficult as it may be to accept, are part of our soul's journey, and their presence, even if temporary, serves a higher purpose. There is a lesson to be learned from every person we meet, whether we are able to be with them or not. This is an important truth to embracing. Trust the timing of the universe. Trust that every connection, even those that seem destined to end in pain or disappointment, came into your life for a reason. Even if that reason remains a mystery for now, trust that it is leading you toward greater self-awareness and personal growth. While we may not understand why certain relationships unfold the way they do, it is essential to embrace the pain and discomfort of unattainable love. In his work, Jung often spoke of the intertwining of love and pain. This is a fundamental aspect of the human experience. In life, we may encounter individuals who stir something profound within us, but for one reason or another, they are not meant to stay. This type of love, although it may not lead to the happily ever after we desire, is incredibly significant. It is meant to teach us about the depths of our own heart, the vastness of our capacity for love, and the complexity of human emotions. Pain, in Jungian psychology, is not something to be feared or avoided. Rather, pain is a catalyst for growth. When we allow ourselves to feel the pain of unattainable love, we are not only experiencing heartache, we are expanding our emotional capacity and developing resilience. Pain is the doorway through which transformation happens. Through our pain, we learn to understand and accept our own vulnerabilities, and in doing so, we become stronger and more capable of experiencing life in its fullness. This process of embracing pain also aligns with Jung's concept of individuation, the journey toward becoming the person you are meant to be. Individuation involves integrating all aspects of the self, including the shadow, the unconscious, and those parts of us that we often neglect or deny. The people we cannot be with, the ones who stir our emotions in ways we do not fully understand, are often signaling to us that there are unresolved aspects within ourselves. These individuals awaken parts of us that are yearning for attention and healing. As we confront these feelings, we move closer to becoming whole. The longing and heartache we feel in such relationships are not signs of weakness, rather they are opportunities to uncover fragments of our true selves. These experiences allow us to embrace our full potential and move forward on our journey of individuation. It is crucial to recognize that our path is not about achieving perfection, it is about embracing who we truly are. We do not need to be whole or complete before we begin our journey. Rather, we must start where we are, accepting our imperfections, and use every encounter, especially the ones that leave us longing and unfulfilled, as stepping stones toward becoming more fully ourselves. Finally, Jung teaches us the importance of trusting the unseen forces that guide our lives. In moments of pain and confusion, when we cannot understand why we are drawn to someone we cannot be with, it is easy to become lost in our desires and attachments. We may feel blinded by the intensity of our emotions, unable to see the bigger picture. But Jung urges us to trust that the universe is always guiding us along an invisible path. Even when we cannot be with someone, the relationship serves to move us along that path, helping us grow and evolve in ways we cannot yet comprehend. The journey is not always clear, and the path is often winding and unpredictable. But if we trust the unseen forces at work, we can find peace in the knowledge that we are always exactly where we need to be. Even when the path does not unfold as we expect, it is still leading us to where we are meant to go. These experiences of unattainable love are not obstacles to our happiness. They are stepping stones on the way to our deeper self-realization. So, why does the universe send you someone you cannot be with? It is because that person is not just an individual. They are a guide, a teacher, and a mirror. They reflect parts of your soul that are waiting to be discovered. These people help you grow, heal, and embrace the full spectrum of your humanity. The universe knows the perfect timing, the perfect lesson, and the perfect catalyst for your growth. It knows when you are ready to confront the parts of yourself that you have been avoiding. These relationships, no matter how brief or painful, serve a higher purpose in your life. Embrace the mystery, trust the process, and know that, in the end, it is through these encounters that you will find your true self, whole, healed, and prepared for the next chapter of your journey. Thank you.